begin. How to start. I'm hungry.
These movies showcase the glitz, the glamour, and the lifestyle that has made the entire world obsessed with Hollywood.
I'd always heard that you had some talent.
That was last year. This year I'm trying to earn a living.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 films about filmmaking. For this list, we're looking at films about a person or a group of people who are producing, directing, writing, or acting in a movie.
Nobody important, really. Just a movie writer with a couple of B pictures to his credit.
However, since this list is about making movies, you won't find flicks like The Truman Show here, since it's about TV.
Truman! It's television! Yes!
Number 10, Sunset Boulevard.
The poor dope. He always wanted a pool. Well, in the end, he got himself a pool. Only the price turned out to be a little high.
Legendary director Billy Wilder guides us through a film noir about a has-been silent movie actress who thinks she has a shot at rekindling her career when a young screenwriter makes the mistake of indulging her crazy.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
This backfires horribly when he can no longer take her delusion and attempts to set her straight.
What are you doing?
I'm packing.
You're leaving me.
Yes, I am, Norma.
No, you're not.
Named for a Hollywood area street with an historical connection to filmmaking, this classic Oscar-winning movie picks apart the false and misleading fantasy world associated with the pictures, and thus was considered offensive by many contemporary stars at the time.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Number 9, Tropic Thunder.
Load and lock.
Co-written, produced, directed by, and starring Ben Stiller, this film follows a down-and-out actor who tries to revamp his career by starring in a Vietnam War film.
Let's go and make the greatest war movie ever!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Right.
He wants it so bad that even when his director explodes right in front of him, he refuses to call it quits and leads his cast deeper into drug cartel territory.
Corn syrup and latex. Warm, blood-flavored corn syrup.
Ignoring the signs and pissing off a lot of people along the way. With celebrity cameos and invaluable acting advice thrown in,
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Tropic Thunder is a satirical look at movie industry pros who take themselves too seriously.
Man, I don't drop character till I've done a DVD commentary.
Number 8, Contempt.
C'est les combats contre les dieux, les combats d'Ulysse.
Art and commerce butt heads in this 100-minute-long study in parallelisms. Brigitte Bardot stars as the wife of Paul Javal, a screenwriter hired to jazz up the screenplay for a film rendition of The Odyssey.
Qu'est-ce qui vous intéresse dans l'Odyssée?
Je ne sais pas encore.
He doesn't know yet.
But while the screenwriter, producer, and director all argue about the treatment of the film, Paul's relationship with his wife begins to disintegrate as she cozies up with the producer. Talk about complicated.
Il n'y a rien à expliquer, je t'aime plus.
Pourquoi? Hier, tu m'aimais encore?
However, the fact that Contempt places artistic desires at odds with the director's wish for a big-budget action epic helps the film resonate even today.
Pourquoi est-ce que l'argent qui a tant de place dans ce qu'on fait? Dans ce que nous sommes, dans ce que nous viendrons?
Where are we going? Only to the most wonderful place on Earth. It's Neverland and Oz and Treasure Island all wrapped into one.
Number 7, Hugo. Before we start questioning Martin Scorsese's choice in directing a warm and fuzzy feature that's absolutely nothing like his usual violent mob movies, let us not forget that the man himself is a hardcore cinephile.
My father took me to the movies all the time. He told me about the first one he ever saw. He went into a dark room, and on a white screen he saw a rocket fly into the eye of the man in the moon.
And the film is basically about a boy who helps a once famous filmmaker rekindle his love for movies. And in case you were wondering if Scorsese could pull it off, the movie went on to win 5 Oscars and revived everyone's love of film.
Come and dream with me.
Number 6, Singin' in the Rain.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
This is one of those films that you want to watch over and over and over again. Starring Gene Kelly, Debbie Reynolds, and Donald O'Connor. The story is set in the roaring 20s, when Hollywood underwent a major shift from silent films to talking pictures.
The sensation. The public is screaming for more.
More what?
Talking pictures. Talking pictures.
Oh, it's just a freak.
Ironically, while the plot revolved around overdubbing actors whose voices weren't up to snuff,
Gee, this wig weighs a ton. What dope would wear a thing like this?
Everybody used to wear them, Lena.
And then everybody was a dope.
life imitated art when Reynolds' own voice was replaced by an uncredited actress in some scenes.
You're nothing but a shadow on film, a shadow. You're not flesh and blood.
Even so, its spectacular Technicolor sets and feel-good songs make you wish the whole world were one big dance number.
This is a giant cock.
Number 5, Boogie Nights. Not all filmmaking is as innocent as a Gene Kelly musical. But what would a countdown about filmmaking be if it didn't mention the seedier side of motion pictures?
My wife has an ass in her cock in the driveway, Kurt. All right? I'm sorry if my thoughts are not on the photography of the film we're shooting tomorrow.
Boogie Nights follows Dirk Diggler, a high school dropout who, with the help of his oversized manhood, rises to the heights of porn stardom, buys a lot of stuff, does a lot of drugs, and eventually gets in way over his head. Like all filmmaking, porn is a business, and kind of a boring one at that. But this movie is anything but, thanks to Mark Wahlberg's star-making performance.
And his name is just so bright and so sharp that the sign, it just blows up because the name is just so powerful.
Number 4, The Player.
Great movie, huh? So refreshing to see something like this after all these cop movies and, you know.
A yuppie studio exec, played by Tim Robbins, turns down the wrong script and starts receiving threatening postcards from a rejected screenwriter.
Not threats. You talking about threats?
No. Yes, I don't know. He's pissed off.
In a desperate act, he kills a man he wrongfully suspects of being the postcard sender and spends the rest of the film covering his tracks.
The cops still bothering you?
No, I don't think so.
Now let Stucco handle it. You give them a couple of passes to a screening where they can sit 2 rows behind Michelle Pfeiffer. I'll leave you alone.
The Player is the epitome of 90s Hollywood, replete with oversized suits and car phones, and including cameos from over 50 celebrities. Gently satirizing Hollywood culture, The Player is packed with in-jokes that are a nod to director Robert Altman's own troubles with the Hollywood machine.
All right, it's a Hollywood story, Griff, a real thriller. It's about a shitbag producer, studio exec who murders a writer he thinks is harassing him. Problem is, he kills the wrong writer.
Number 3, The Artist. Many contemporary films have used old-timey filming styles, but few have succeeded in combining old with new so perfectly as writer-director Michel Hazanavicius. And to have an almost entirely silent film win the Best Picture Oscar in 2012 is a feat unto itself. The Artist centers on the lives of 2 people who meet in the late 1920s, a veteran silent film actor and a beautiful woman aspiring to be the next Hollywood starlet. From this meet-cute, their lives are forever entwined as they navigate through Hollywood's evolution toward talking pictures. Number 2. Ed Wood.
I know what it's like to live with a secret and worry about what people are gonna think of you. My girlfriend still doesn't know why her sweaters are always stretched out.
Sometimes even terrible stories are worth watching. This movie follows the career of a man widely considered the worst director ever, who ends up making Plan 9 from Outer Space, widely considered the worst movie ever.
How do you get all your friends to get baptized just so you can make a monster movie?
It's not a monster movie. It's a supernatural thriller.
The character of real-life film director Ed Wood is just obscure enough to suit Tim Burton's directing style, and Johnny Depp plays him to a T, whether in pants or a skirt and pumps.
Mr. Reynolds? Yeah. We are gonna finish this picture just the way I want it, because you cannot compromise an artist's vision.
But it's our money.
And you're gonna make a bundle, but only if you shut up and let me do things my way.
Ed Wood the film may not have achieved box office success, but it did win critical acclaim for its portrayal of exploitation films in the 50s.
And action!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You're walking down the street and you see a little ghost. What you gonna do about Ghostbusters?
What is that?
That's the Ghostbusters theme song.
The only idea more overused than serial killers is multiple personality. On top of that, you explore the notion that cop and criminal are really two aspects of the same person. See every cop movie ever made for other examples of this. Mom called it psychologically taught.
You need guidance? Talk to another writer.
Who?
Oh, Jesus. You throw a rock in here, you'll hit one. Do me a favor, Fink. Throw it hard.
Number 1. 8½. It's an indirectly autobiographical movie about a director who's trying to make an indirectly autobiographical movie.
Vive la verità, quello che non so, che cerco, che non ho ancora trovato.
Monumental upon its release, Federico Fellini's masterpiece is about a filmmaker who recalls his past while looking for inspiration for his next film.
Guarda tua madre, guardala.
Mamma, fermati. Oddio, che vergogna. Che vergogna, che dolore.
Conveyed from the director character's own point of view, it's a movie about the nature of inspiration, how creativeness comes from unexpected places, and the tricks of the filmmaking trade. Not only is 8½ number 1 on our list, it's also considered one of the most important films of all time.
Vieni giù. Giù definitivamente.
Do you agree with our list? Which film do you think best describes Tinseltown?
I'll show you the life of the mind! I will show you the life of the mind!
For more illuminating top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.